What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Vonnie B. I just wanted to come on and talk about a realization I had today. Something that's real profound for me, and I think it's going to carry me through the whole 2020. So most people start off the new year with resolutions. I ain't do none of that. Like I just started off my new year just asking God for what I wanted. Just kind of asking myself questions to get to know myself better about what I wanted, and then I would ask God for what I wanted. And I was asking God for a lot of stuff, like a lot of big things. And I found myself like breaking my life into compartments. Like typically, I look at my life like a grid. There's the financial box, there's the romantic relationship box, there's the parenting box, there's the spirituality box, there's the physical fitness box. And so in each area of my life that I'm concerned about, I ask God for a big thing in that area. And so when I wrote everything down and I said my prayers and I asked God for what I wanted, I looked at that list and I looked at what I had, what I was asking God for, and I realized, I don't think I have enough faith for everything that I asked for. You know, I was always taught that you want something, you have to believe it and then ask for it and then you receive it. And I was asking for all of that stuff, and I just really had the realization that I might not have enough faith for what I'm actually hoping for and what I'm asking for. And then I remember, the Bible said all you need is a mustard seed of faith and you can move a mountain. And when that thought came back to me, I was like, well, God, that's about all I got. All I got is about a little bitty tiny baby size mustard seed of faith that I'm starting off with in 2020. Because I don't know about everybody else, but I'm really strongly susceptible to disappointment. Like whenever I experience disappointment, it really strongly affects me and it makes me scared to hope. It makes me scared to have faith. It makes me scared to expect. It makes me scared to look forward to things. And so after so much disappointment, I became a little bit afraid to have faith, and I just accepted and owned the fact that I only have a mustard seed of faith. And so I asked God, I was like, all I got is this mustard seed of faith. Is this going to be enough to manifest what I'm asking for, what I'm hoping for? And I just felt like that's what I wanted to start this year off. That's the question I wanted to start this video off with. And that's the question I want to start this year off with. And I think I got the answer already. I felt like what I heard in my spirit was that a mustard seed of faith is enough. It's enough to get the ball rolling, to get things in motion, to get your momentum. That's enough to start movement toward what you're hoping for, what you're expecting, and what you're asking God for. And it was nerve-wracking for me to have to own the fact that, man, I really don't have a lot of faith. I consider myself a spiritual person, a very faith-filled person, but I'm scared. I'm scared to hope for the things that I've asked God for, because with hope, there's a risk of disappointment. And so I just was real super honest with God. I was like, Jesus, I got a mustard seed. And I'm praying and I'm hoping and I'm believing that that's enough. And I felt like God was like, you know what? That is enough. That's enough to get us started. I could work with that. And I just want to tell you guys, you might be starting your year off. I'm a 30 something. I done had 30 something years of New Year's resolutions and 30 something years of hope. And after a while, you start to wonder if it's even worth putting your energy. Hope for me. Hope, you'd have to have a lot of energy. You have to put forth a lot of energy to have hope. And after a while, you start to wonder if it's worth getting your hopes up, and then that disappointment, that crash is so painful. But what I feel and what I can sense in my spirit and in my journey right now is that I have a little tiny bit of faith and a little tiny bit of hope. And I'm giving that to God. I'm giving him that little bit that I got. And I feel like he's appreciative of that, and that he's going to be resourceful with that. and that he's going to take that and start the motion and the ball in motion and the momentum of everything I've asked him for. So is a little bit enough in 2020? When it comes to faith, I think the answer is yes. A little bit of faith, a little mustard seed of faith is enough to get them balls rolling on the stuff you're hoping for in 2020. I just wanted to share that. I had that revelation this day, and that was just something that I felt strongly. I even cried a little bit. It just felt so strong, and it felt so real, and it affirmed, and it just gave validation to what I have. Even if it's a little bit, it's enough. God can work with that. You can work with that. And I just want to leave that with you for today. Have a good night. Peace.